Thanks, Sonia. I'm gonna bring up Howard, our speaker chair for this month. Good morning.
Good morning. Hold the mic up to your mouth.
Here.
Yeah.
I tried to do this at a wedding this past weekend and I was here.
Yeah.
This morning's speakers are Mike Lemieux and Dan Parrott. Along with Bob Grosso, this group of friends started the Vermont chapter of Sleep in Heavenly Peace. Their mission is to build beds for those Vermont children who don't have a bed to sleep in. They've been here before and will refresh us on their work and the need it serves. After their talk, Sherry is going to be presenting them with a club donation to assist them in their valuable work. So thanks for being here this morning, you guys, and come on up and happy to hear from you.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Sleep in Heavenly Peace. We're a nonprofit. We build beds for kids from the age of 3 to 17. And not a lot of requirement to request a bed. If a child is sleeping on the floor, sleeping on the couch, sleeping with mom and dad or grandparents, they can request a bed and there's no financial disclosure or any of that stuff. And get them a bed. 2012, a man named Luke Middleton in Twin Falls, Idaho, had his kids were around and they weren't appreciating anything. So we said, let's go out in the garage and build a bed for some kids at the church. So I went out there and he put online, hey, I would, anybody out there need a bed? Well, all of a sudden people are coming across, I have wood, I have mattress, I have bedding, I need a bed. So it's, this is something, this might work out pretty well. Now there's like 360 chapters in the United States and 4 different countries. So what started there, so what happened in 2018, Mike Crow, Dirty Jobs, did a Facebook thing called Returning the Favor. And he went on and he went out and looked for good deed doers is what he called them. And there's 20, you can still check out Facebook and look Returning the Favor and look SHP and it ran and they went. He was working out of a rundown garage, leaky roof, a bucket for a bathroom. Mike Rowe and his crew went in there, took all his stuff out there, put them in a nice building with the rent paid for 3 years, brought them a load of lumber. And our friend Bob Russell, we're all high school friends. And he watched it, sent the link to Danny, who sent it to me. That's how we became to September of 2019. Since that time, we have delivered 2,654 beds.
Oh, wow.
You know, basically the upper part of the state. It's amazing. What's really amazing is, as you know, with your group, is how the people that you meet in this organization and how it comes out to a spider web and people drawn in and the quality of people that you meet that all are that mission of getting that kid a bed. And when you see a 3-year-old grab you around the leg and look up at you and thank you for your bed, then that don't get any better than that.
All the beds,
Just speaking to the mic and the people online.
sorry, all the beds have all new mattresses, pillows, blankets. And people are donating mattresses, but it's all new. The only thing we pretty much buy is the mattresses. We get people bring us pillows. I have one lady, she lived in South Burlington, but the complex burned down, but she would knit quilts. 5, 6 a month. And we pick it up. Now, that's the fire, they moved and that was her life. She went for something to do. So, my older brother, he brings stuff, he picks up stuff for her. But, yeah, everything's new. There's one story, there's a picture of a boy on there, his name is Bubba. He's 5 years old. You know, small little guy, tough, you know, and, he kept calling us, he wants to carry a board up, he wants to do this. And kept talking. I said, I think they need you in the other room. Of course, he's walking around, 20 below zero in the house, just a pair of underwears on. And I said, put some clothes on. So after we got done, we went outside, put our stuff in, ready to take off. He comes out, he gives us all a hug. That was one of my best.
And he didn't put any clothes on either.
Oh, no, he put clothes on.
Yeah.
I used to do a church. At the time, we did 900 beds. And I was trying to show them what 900 would look like. The church has seats, chairs like this, 400. I'd say, you put another 400 with that, another 100, that's how many beds, and people were just amazed. And they also say that 16% of the population of every state has a need. That's quite a lot. And I don't think we're even on a third of the way now. So, well,
Does anybody have any questions?
Thank you. Are you just in Chittenden County? I noticed your shirt says.
No, we're Chittenden, Franklin, Grand Isle, Orange, Caledonia.
If there's a need, you
Uh,
could.
we cover most of the upper part of the state,
Thank you.
so.
Oh,
Hi.
yes, sir.
There's
That's
some
one
of
of
your,
your beds?
your photos.
I think I saw that, as an organization, you guys have made, in the country, over 300,000 beds.
Yeah, we delivered 300,000 just recently, but there's also like a million on waiting list.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot of areas that aren't covered by chapters, and we're the only chapter here. We covered pretty much the top part of the state, but we went down and spoke to a group in Ludlow, and we're trying to bring a hub down there. So we do make beds here and deliver them down there and try to cover more of the state. And the other thing about it is we've partnered with the Superstore, yeah. And they mattresses used to be one of our biggest expenses. We were buying them for like $70, and that was pretty decent with the freight was included. But Superstore wanted to do something for us, the top of their supplier, and they're buying a mattress that states that sells for $120 normally. They are buying it for $90 and turning around and selling it to us for $40. So, you know, and we average about 500 beds a year. So that's quite a donation. And nationally, the average to provide a bed for a kid is $250. And we've got it because we got deals like that. And we've got it just a hair under $200 a bed. So, you know, and $50 a mattress or $40 a mattress, so buy us a bed. People moving. Anybody else? Watch it.
So is your funding source?
So, and we are also a accredited from GuideStar and Charity Advantage or something like that. So we have a rating, a gold standard rating, like 95 cents out of every dollar that's raised go back into our mission. So we're very proud. And vetting, we don't spend any money on vetting. As far as vetting, we have Project Linus, who gives us like 50 quilts a month. We have, if we have a need for pillows or anything like that, Dan's brother will put a message out, we're gonna use some pillows. And the last time we did that, within 2 or 3 days, we've got like 102 pillows. So the community has really supported us amazing. We just can't thank them enough.
when we became a chapter, they told us not to try to get big right off. It will come, and I'll tell you, within a month or two, we got big. The requests coming in, the funding, the help. If a lot of people can't give any money, they come in and help build one time and it's a great experience.
Anybody else?
So I was just gonna ask, where is the production done?
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. We have a. So we build our beds in 63 Saxon Hill. Yes, okay, and how that started was, his brother he made a little bunk bed in a bank that was in Dunkin' Donuts on Williston Road. And the pastor from the Vibrant Church on Williston Road came in one day. And he said, "What's this all about?" So I told him, and he said, "You gotta come talk to my church." So we went to church. Dan and Bob went to the church and did their presentation. And in the congregation was Robin and Joel Danaher. And Joel said this was a no-brainer. I have this big house in Saxon Hill with this, I don't know, about 40 by 80 garage basement. That's a wood shop. And he said, "Why don't you guys come and build your beds in our place?" We've been doing that for a lot of years. Not only do they do that, they let us basically run that place and keep all our stuff there, and we build beds. But when we build beds on a Saturday, not only that, they'll feed us all after the time. We thank them, and they say, "No, thank you." And we had, a little while back, we had a youth group from Church of Latter-day Saints, and we had 108 people. And they fed us all.
Oh, my gosh.
They're just amazing. That's what we built.
Thank you.
Any other questions? Like that? Jerry, can you? No, guys, first.
So last year, our grants and donations committee approved $1,000 for this organization. And so with that, here's
Thank you.
your real check. For a photo op, we have the big check. Oh, it's okay, it's from that upside down. And so, thank you guys.
Well,
And
thank you. This will provide either 5 beds for 5 kids. You're gonna provide 5 beds for kids, or we'll buy 20 mattresses. So, this is gonna go a long ways in helping us continue our mission. Thank you very much.
thank you.
Build one, you appreciate, and I know where my money's going. Good cause.
I guess I would also ask, if we on a certain day,
Absolutely.
and help build,
The next build is September 6th. And the address of our Facebook page is on those flyers that I have over there. So anybody is welcome. We ask that when you go on to our site, you sign up that you're coming. We're gonna head count, so we'll do it people that are making this lunch. Have an idea, but yeah, and then if anybody ever wants to go on a delivery, which is the frosting on the cake, you can contact me as well.
so you guys, one day every few months of making a bunch of beds. Is that okay?
We usually do a build a month. We've been trying to get ahead on our stock, so right now we probably have 70 or 80 beds in stock. Only have so much storage to put them in, but we've been a couple months where we haven't. September, this is once across America, we'll build 40 beds.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
So hold on for a second, couple things. One, you also get blueberries.
Thank you.
Wow. About the last of the crop.
Wow, nice.
And Howard.
And a fancy storage container.
There you go.
So as,
Hold it up to your mouth. Thank you. He talks out of his navel.
After your presentation here today in your honor, donation, the club will make a donation.
We can't hear you, Howard.
The club will make a donation to the Connect Youth Mentoring Program at the Central School.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, and for the work you do, and, as a last thing, if you would draw one ticket and read the last numbers, nobody's gonna win a fortune.
Berries.
Last three numbers are 539.
Yeah, it's got it. That's 3-9.
I also got one foot. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Howard. So I'm gonna bring up Sally.
Oh, wear her.
Sally has her hat. So that means everybody gets $1, but that.
I keep saying I'm never wearing this hat again, and I keep wearing this hat. So thanks Debbie. Debbie has prepared a shortened version of the intro video that they showed us at Calgary. You heard me mention that the Calgarian Rotarians were very consistent in talking about the First Nations side by side with any Rotary event, how they began our original session.
Those of us that are continuing our oral history are blessed.
You know, after we grow up from our biological mothers, the earth becomes our caregiver. Everything that we need is there.
And we're supposed to honor the Creator with all our life. And we're supposed to look after the gift of the land that He gave us to live on.
For us, the land tells us the story.
I was born and raised in a road allowance, a strip of land that the farmers didn't want and the government didn't have no use for. Métis were just out on their own. We didn't belong anywhere. In Treaty 7 territory, I'm accepted, I'm something, and I'm with my people.
Because you're in the territory of your ancestors. No, this is home. Something that we pass on to our children and to our grandchildren.
This land has to be acknowledged. The people that took care of this land for a long time have to be acknowledged. You know, at least find the truth about us.
I'm a residential school survivor. But it's up to me to have courage and go back and learn the ways of my people. The elders will say, I pray that the young people will not forget the Creator. The true acknowledgement of the land every day.
We honor our ancestors by acknowledging Treaty 7 territory.
Nice.
I don't think I have to say anything more.
Thank you, Sally. So just a couple announcements. One, which I put in the email, the American Cancer Society wants to get the word out on making strides against breast cancer walk, which is October 5th. That's in Burlington. The Randolph Club also emailed me and said that they're holding a golf tournament. Randolph might be a little far, but if you're a golfer, maybe that's something that you might be into. That's September 13th. It's in Randolph, and they're celebrating I'm seeing a lot more Rotary clubs around us that are reaching 100 years, so that's awesome. Third announcement is from Charlie on bulbs.
On bulbs. So for several years, we have been trying to plant daffodil bulbs along the bike path. And we have set a date. I've ordered 250 bulbs. We've set a date of October 18th, and I want to know how many people want to come out and help with that. The job involves in taking an auger, first of all, getting the mowed down, and Armin has done a really good job of taking care of that with his bushwhacker every year. And then we go out with an auger and we drill a hole and put a bulb in the hole and fill the hole with dirt. So it's fairly complex work. Teams of 3 can help on that day, October 18th, if it's not raining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Possibly.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, a good number. Okay, maybe I'll need to get another auger or two. And the things that you will need to bring is a sense of humor, a pair of gloves if you don't like dirt on your battery powered electric drills to operate the augers and spare batteries. So I'll get a couple more so we can have 4 teams from them. Thanks.
Thanks for
Very
doing
good
that.
job. Walter, did you need to say a couple things about?
This is to sign up for painting benches.
Walter, hold on. Walter?
So that's the sign up for painting benches. I think 2 people should. And if you sign up, I have 3 sets of equipment that are in my car so that people who want to start this week can come out and just take one of them with you. And you sign which one you want to paint, and they're all ready to go. So hopefully over maybe 2 to 3 weeks, they'll all be painted. Okay. Thank you.
Is there anybody else who has an announcement last week?
I really. Wasn't at all.
We have lots of time.
2.5 minutes. So we as a club cannot participate in the Pride Parade because we did not register in time. So there is a great church that some of us may know about, the Williston Federated Church. They will be marching in the parade, and we are welcome to join them. So, and more information do you have about that? What a weird way to say that.
Yoda. Thank you, Yoda.
Like the high. Thank you very much. I think I'm at 2.5 minutes. Pass it on to you.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, Luke Skywalker.
So if you are interested in participating in the Pride Parade, I would just invite you to let me know. This is on Sunday, September 7th. The parade kicks off at noon downtown Burlington. The usual gathering place is the Hood parking lot, where that is. We'll get more details and pass those along to you. But it is a delightful opportunity. If you've not been a part of it, you'll enjoy it. And so come join us.
No question. Are we going like stealth or are we going Rotary?
So what I would, because the city has changed the rules, they've tightened up the rules, certainly that included the deadline that was ascribed to almost all of us. But what I would suggest is that a separate Rotary banner would get us all in trouble.
Okay.
If you're wearing your yellow hat or its equivalent, you might be able to get away with that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would suggest.
Thank you. I want to bring more shirts.
Excellent. Any other announcements? So I'm there, Chris.
Lots of jokes.
Do you have jokes today?
I do. It can't beat the one I told last week.